Previously on Make Cool Shit.
Welcome to actually making movies.
All the pipes are frozen. There's no running water.
Shoot day one. It's negative 10 degrees outside. All the cars get stuck in ditches.
People are tired.
It'll be kind of crazy to schedule tomorrow.
But Jay is pro, and he's not going to let you down.
I'm Rebecca Drysdale.
Hey, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm iCash.
I don't think he wants me on set.
To be completely honest, not a great time.
Winter weather warning at the moment for this area.
And first AD Jay Williams is nowhere to be found. Where's our drill sergeant?
Hosted by Aaron Kheifets. This is Make Cool Shit.
Despite a polar vortex and the fact that Woodstock is very much not Hollywood, the shoot has been going incredibly well, basically without a hitch. And that, is not going to last. In fact, it seems like their luck has run out. Something has happened, and it seems to involve our drill sergeant, Jay Williams. He's not on set. About halfway through shooting, Donnie heads to the crew house to catch up with the crew. Sean, Dez, and PA Ariella Schwartz are the first ones up. They're working on a puzzle.
Bought it at a thrift store and it was opened.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're missing pieces.
So all the pieces might not be there.
Yeah, it's a true mystery.
Donnie asks the obvious question.
Guys, what happened to Jay?
I love a good puzzle, but not that kind of puzzle.
No.
Apparently, in the chaos of the storm, some shit went down. But figuring out what happened is going to be a bit of a challenge. Showbiz is a small world. You need people that you can count on. So, gossiping, talking shit about the people you work with, it's not really done.
Do you have any thoughts as to what happened to Jay?
No comment.
What happened to Jason Williams?
I don't really have much to say about it. Sorry.
He decided to leave. He made some mistakes, which cost us some time and money.
Yeah, I just had some better opportunities and he's moved on. It happens. Crew come, crew go.
According to Andrew, Jay suddenly got a better opportunity. But they're in the middle of Woodstock, in the middle of a blizzard. And working on Scare Me, his first feature as first AD, is a pretty good opportunity. So that might not be the entire story.
Batteries and chargers were, RIP, savagely run over by a car.
Oh, no.
Yeah, by no fault of camera departments.
Getting to the bottom of this will take all of Donnie's journalistic prowess.
Was that Jason Williams' fault?
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and point fingers. Shit, don't you come at me and try to get me to spill some stuff.
One of the trucks, driven by somebody, ran over the camera batteries that were charging.
I was going up the hill, and I hear, oh no, something just happened. The car just went over some gear. I was like, whoa, what's happening? We lost 2 of my batteries and 3 of the rented batteries. We also lost those chargers.
And you need the batteries to make the camera work.
If you're in Brooklyn, the specialty piece of camera equipment that's malfunctioning can be on set in 30 minutes. In Woodstock, it literally takes a day.
What's going on, brother?
Jay, are you back in New York?
Yes, I'm actually back in Brooklyn now. I had to jump off the job.
There was a decision made where Jason was just not going to join us for the rest of the shoot.
When it comes to shooting film, things don't go out the way you want to. You have to save face, and you have to do what's best for yourself professionally and what's also best for the job creatively.
I understand and I fully respect that decision.
I'm wanted in New York City to do other things, especially AD. So it's best if I just get back to that and instead of creating this allure or this kind of thing on set where I'm not the AD, but I was supposed to be the AD. And I'd rather just remove myself from a situation like that and keep relationships positive.
Jay felt like he wasn't allowed to do his job, and he left.
Again, I don't want to put it on anyone else. I ran over the batteries. Simple as that.
Production is zero-sum. I hate that this is true, but the resources are all finite. I've worked on both ends of the spectrum and many places in between, so I know how it's supposed to be done. The first answer to any problem is to throw money at it. And with a budget like Scare Me, that's just not an option.
And I was like, damn, Jay, it's going to cost them a couple $1,000s.
Remember, when they were casting Bettina, they couldn't even afford a fancy plane ticket to get a celebrity to come to Woodstock to play that role. Those batteries are your plane ticket and then some.
That damn battery, yeah. I mean, Brandon caught a hissy fit. Rightfully so. I mean, he was mad at me.
Shit happens on set. People fuck up. It does not feel good to be like team captain and for things to be tense
I was like, you know what? Experience, I'm young. Experience tells me this is a good time to get your walking papers and end on a good note.
You can replace batteries. You can replace any equipment on set. But the morale of your crew that are already stretching to go that extra mile for you, that's tough to turn around.
We can't afford this. We can't afford this. Losing your first AD on your film in the first 5 days is detrimental, to say the least. We have our hands full. Yeah, it's fucked.
But as bad as this is, it doesn't seem like anybody bears any ill will.
I love these guys. These guys give me a phenomenal opportunity, and I couldn't be more thankful.
And it sounds like he's got a lot of respect for Brendan Banks in particular.
He's a damn good DP. That's something you just can't take away. And I'm all about the art. Like, he's sharp, he's smart, he knows what he's doing. He's dope.
People don't need to feel bad about that situation. Jason was driving the vehicle at the time, but you don't know if over the walkie or on a cell phone call, he's getting like, get the heck back here, we need you right now, right?
I've really had a life that you can write a book on, and it doesn't stop. It's just something about me. You ever heard of the saying, God's favorite have a hard time? That's my experience in life. Just like for this instance, like I had a great opportunity with Scare Me. Look how that transpired.
Jay's an absolutely professional and great man, and it was truly a delight to work with him while we had him with us, and I'm happy to have gotten to know him.
Things happen, and the most important thing on that job is the creative. That's all I really care about at the end of the day. If my name's in the credits, I'm happy.
So it's good that you left on a good note, and do you think that you might come back?
Listen, if I'm invited, I'll be there for the rap party. I can guarantee you that.
But before there's a rap party, shooting needs to wrap. Josh is now writer, director, star, and also kind of in charge of scheduling. And that sounds like a real recipe for disaster.
This is a very small budget movie, and every crew member is keystone. Like, everybody is super fucking crucial. And so our first AD in Jason is keystone upon keystone because he is our scheduling brain. I'm gonna be up there like doing werewolf voices and like rushing through my take because I'm the one who knows that like we only have 3 hours to get through the werewolf sequence because then that's lunch and then there's only so many hours before we have to break, or worst case scenario, there's another fucking blizzard.
But they're gonna manage because they have to. When we come back from the break, the crew takes on the final and most challenging sequence of the entire shoot, without Jay. And that's going to be an uphill battle up an icy, snowy, polar vortex hill. So now Josh and the crew are muddling through the rest of their shoot days without Jay, which sucks.
Now that we were without a first AD, Jonathan Wu, our second AD, and Brendan and I, at the end of most freezing cold, stressful, stressed, pushing, chugging days, we would sit down, the three of us, and talk about what we didn't get that day and how we fell behind and what we can do the next day to make up for what we fell behind on.
And that's going to have consequences. How many takes did they miss, or sequences and cool shots, or lines of dialogue did they cut? Hopefully not enough to ruin the movie.
Having to make plenty of concessions, which I was doing on a daily basis anyway, like slashing dialogue, limiting my takes, pretty much always.
But they keep their noses down, and they make it to the final shoot day. If you're surprised by how fast we got there, you're not alone. That's kind of how it is.
It seemed like only 4 days ago, Brendan and I were starting to work out of the Irony Point offices in like October, and now it's coming to the end. I feel like the tension and the tumult of this shoot, given the weather and lack of resources and everything in between, it is that kind of like summer camp thing where, you know, you're nervous about it, then you get there, it flies by, and now it's not long before wrap.
Time flies by when you are in the zone, when you're dialed in and everything is clicking, when your whole crew is operating as a single organism. But when you're on the fringes producing a podcast, time feels a little different.
The final shoot day did come fast, but being that I had to be the field reporter, on set in Woodstock during this crazy weather, basically alone, that was a slow-moving process in real time. It sucked.
Unfortunately, the final sequence they have to shoot is a doozy. They've saved for last a kind of music video shoot, something unlike anything else they've done so far on this project. It involves building a set on a soundstage, getting an original song made, and then timing a performance with dance and lip sync to that original song. It's a lot of moving pieces, but that also presents an opportunity. It means more spaces to slot in local hires so they can get the tax credit this production needs in order to make ends meet.
There's a lot of towns in the Hudson Valley that are very cosmopolitan, very unusual for a small town. You have Woodstock, you have Rhinebeck, you have Hudson, places like Beacon, everyone from Brooklyn has recently moved to. So it gives that cosmopolitan feel to a small town, which is fantastic. Hi, I'm Laurent Rejto, and I'm the director of the Hudson Valley Film Commission and co-founder of the Woodstock Film Festival.
Film commissions are quasi-government, nonprofit organizations. Their job is to communicate to productions how beautiful and easy and cheap it's going to be to make their film in that town. They refer local vendors, crew members, and actors, and offer support so productions can run smoothly and create jobs in their community. And right now, Scare Me can use all the support it can get. According to the handbook, many films choose their locations for shoots, along with pre- and post-production, based on these incentives. The Hudson Valley Film Commission has helped films like A Quiet Place, War of the Worlds, and The Bourne Legacy.
Laurent's a miracle worker.
What?
You're a miracle worker. Connect all these people together.
Hi, I'm Sage Higgins. I'm the operations manager for the Woodstock Film Festival.
The Woodstock Film Festival is named among the top 50 film festivals in the world. Past films include The Imitation Game, The Machinist, and Man on Wire.
The reason we founded the festival and the film commission together was so that we could bring filmmakers from all over the world during the festival and have them come back and make a film in the Hudson Valley.
But there's a catch. You got to do some stuff in town.
To get a tax credit and not be bumped into some sort of different SAG-modified tier where we owe our actors a whole lot more than we can afford, sort of a thing, have to shoot one day at a qualified studio, and it's in Woodstock.
One of the incentives towns offer productions to shoot there is a tax credit. If Josh doesn't get that, he doesn't just have problems. He has problems on top of problems. He needs that tax credit to stay in a special category called ultra low budget. That doesn't just mean hipster cred, it's actually the technical term for a feature with a budget under a certain amount. And it lets them get away with a lot, like paying Aya Cash, Chris Redd, and Becky Drysdale just $125 a day, which is, insane. If they lose ultra-low budget status, all the money starts to unravel fast. He needs the tax credit, and Laurent knows just the guy.
My name is Dean Holterman. We're at Woodstock Film Studios.
You might remember this as the studio production supervisor Jen Wilmoth had to pick the lock to get into during the tech scout. Don't tell Dean.
Probably the greatest little boutique studio upstate New York. You get a 40% tax credit here. What I was really hoping is to own the building, find someone as their own. I said, Dean, we're going to lease this building from you, and we're going to run our own Woodstock Film Studio. I'll give them everything. But that hasn't happened yet, so I guess I'm going to learn the film business.
Next, they need a song so they can choreograph and lip sync. For that, they've got another local ace up their sleeve.
Chris Maxwell, and composing for Scare Me, along with my writing partner, Philip Hernandez.
Chris and Phil make up the production duo Elegant 2, best known for their work on the animated Fox hit series Bob's Burgers. Together, they'll be providing both the underscore and an original song for the film. So how does Chris find his way onto this production?
We've done a lot of work in the comedy world, and his sister, Rachel Yamagata, lives up here, and I know Rachel, and I think a lot of mutual friends, but the Woodstock connection is for sure probably the biggest one.
Music in a film, it can completely change the emotional tone of the scene. Don't believe me? Here's that exact same clip you just heard with different music under it. Music in a film, it can completely change the emotional tone of the scene. See what I mean? Usually the scoring is done in post, but what they need immediately before they can shoot the final sequence is an original song for them to dance and lip sync to. It's a demonic pop ditty that Josh referred to in the script as...
And she's singing, and it's actually really good. And it sounds pretty normal. But then the lyrics turn horrific and violent. Kill all your mothers, kill all your children, and kill yourselves. Get ready for some serious evil. Get ready for some serious... She barfs everywhere. Like all over, like Madison Square Garden barfs. Like her... Oh my God. Just 30,000 people are just like...
Chris and Phil have to take that description and turn it into a genius, funny, scary, creepy, catchy, weird mashup of 3 different genres all in one song.
Chris Maxwell just sent a rough song for what we need.
Music often works best in comedy when it's legit sounding. It lets the jokes play better. And
The most pop ballad fucking Bryan Adams tune I've ever heard. It's incredible. It's incredible.
My God. And then it goes into a disco dance breakdown. This is amazing. Already this is great. He's amazing. He's incredible.
I think a real transformation happens on screen at this point. That's the way I understand it. And that's Annie singing with herself, but pitched down. I guess 2 male demon creatures are singing these background parts.
Who's Annie?
Annie Kruger, that's a friend of Josh's who is doing the singing on this. I'm assuming who's ever playing the lead is going to be lip syncing to Annie's voice.
Got it.
And then this part is not really done yet, but...
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Really nailed the disco.
Yeah. Straight up disco. Yeah.
Hello. What's up, Josh? Doing, D. How are you, brother? Good. Chris Maxwell today. Got to hear the song.
Isn't it so good? Everybody was grooving to it yesterday. Chris Red taught me basically how to dance. He totally got me out of my head. It was such a miracle.
Nice.
I mean, I was really good at it, practicing it with Laurent at my house, but then like as soon as 15 people were watching and I realized I was dancing with like SNL's newest star.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is terrifying. It was like the first time I felt out of control.
They've got the song, they've got the dance, they've got the set. The last thing to do is put it all together.
Okay, rehearsing, ready, and playback.
We're at Woodstock Film Studios. The studio is big. It's like an airplane hangar. And in the middle, the crew has created an ad hoc soundstage. There's circular scaffolding built up 20 feet and draped with thick fabric to control light and sound. The inside of the structure has green screen all over it, and Aya Cash is in the center. Think of it like a demonic American Idol.
Rolling.
Rolling.
All right, clearing. Thank you. Here we go. Ready, and playback.
Kill the children and the mothers. Kill your sisters and your brothers.
That was fucking awesome. Sean, can you fix the back of the shirt? Or just bring it down a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. All right, ready? And playback.
You started late? I think they started at 9. I'm just trying to stay out of everybody's way today, but I'm gonna try to get some interviews now because it's hard to, nobody wants to talk to me.
Nobody wants to talk.
They're just like done. People are exhausted from production.
It's the last day.
Yeah.
Laurent Rejto, the head of the Woodstock Film Commission and the Woodstock Film Festival, stops by set and checks in with Donnie and Josh to make sure everything's going well at the studio he hooked them up with.
You've never been in here, have you?
No, this is great. I want to do what Shyamalan does for Philly and just keep coming back because I've had a great time.
Are you recording all this bullshit?
And of course, Dean Holterman is on set. It seems like at any given time, Dean is wherever the celebrities are.
Got a fucking great film with Norman Reedus. They won't let me put it out yet.
Where do you produce your content?
I just do it in my house. I used to have an editor that used to live with me. He ended up being a fucking alcoholic, so it turned into a disaster.
According to Dean, he's responsible for early MTV music videos.
I did one with Def Leppard, and Phil, one of the guitar players, Phil. And one of my friends called Dean. You didn't see that you got fucking Phil Ding Ding hanging out? Pulls his pants down, here it is. Bang!
And jumping off Julia Roberts' sexual awakening through dancing.
Julia Roberts' 21st birthday party. I dirty danced with her for 2 hours. The Dirty Dancing film had just come out, and I had the moves down. But I was dating Julia's agent at the time, Risa Shapiro, and I danced with Julia a little bit. I went to sit down. She goes, "You're not done yet, Dean Holterman." And she grabbed me. She made me dance again. I went to sit down. All night long, all she did was dance with me the whole night. My fucking girlfriend was so pissed off. Don't ever call me again. Bye.
And aside from owning the soundstage, he's a nightclub owner.
I owned the biggest nightclub on Staten Island for many years. I still own that building. In fact, raves in America really started in my club.
And he's basically an honorary member of the Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm from Shaolin. This is a true story. The Wu-Tang Clan really did get the first shows at my club. I gave those guys their start.
All right, so what do we have for lunch today?
Donnie again, first in line at craft services. The food is still under wraps.
Today is fried chicken, mac and cheese, and Brussels sprouts.
It's hard to get an interview on set when people are working, when they're tired, when they're sick, but there's always a captive audience with craft services. Let's talk about snacks.
Biscuits, brownies. It's the last day of shoot, so some comfort food, and it's going to be a late night cleanup, so they need some sustenance. I'm Heather Castor, and I'm the chef owner of the Chocolate Mousse, and we're located in Salt Point, New York.
Do you ever get strange food requests?
Lots.
What's the strangest food request you've gotten?
One of the actresses had to have hard-boiled egg whites on scene at all times. That was weird.
Here she comes!
This is an original. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith.
Just let it roll.
This is
What did you think of that last scene?
Captivating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right.
That's Brian Steinberg, Josh's manager, shooting the breeze with Donnie.
She's good.
She real good.
Yeah, let's do Dane and Dolly's special push-in.
Okay, so.
Oh, I'm done.
You
No,
go.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
You go enjoy until we're.
While Aya's getting a break for a quick massage, Donnie tails a PA bringing her coffee, hoping he can get an interview.
Man.
Hey, I have your coffee here.
Oh, thank you.
Where would you like it?
Just wherever.
Aya?
Yeah.
It's Donnie from the podcast.
Hi.
How are you?
Can we not do this right now?
You don't have to. Let me just say you're one of the finest actors I've ever heard with chips in her mouth.
Maybe while somebody's taking a break in the middle of their workday is, not their favorite time to take an interview, Donnie.
It's like one of those moments where the words come out of your mouth and then your brain realizes what you've just said was probably the stupidest thing you could ever say to anybody. And you want to take it back, but it's too late. Yeah, that was bad. It got weird.
After that, Aya heads back to set.
All right, let's put the 85 up, guys. We're gonna do the same cues again. Swinging a lens.
Cut. Oh my God, Aya was perfect. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so we're gonna do a 3, 2, 1 action. All the lights cues happen on action, and so does the fog.
3, 2, 1.
God! Wow!
Can we watch it?
That works! That was flawless.
Everyone settle, nobody move. All right, cut on time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a picture wrap on Aya Cash, everyone. And a picture wrap on Josh. And that is a picture wrap on Principal Photography. Scare me! Got champagne, guys. Man, you shot a feature.
Calling rap and looking around everybody and seeing like Laurent from the Woodstock Film Commission and Dan, who believed in me from the get-go, and we're all gonna go to a delicious fucking dinner You guys get whatever you want. Of course, I'm walking away from this production pretty much flat broke, but cathartic. This is so surreal and beautiful, and I can't say enough nice things. I just can't get over it. Forever grateful to all these human beings. And to Aya Cash, there with me on the last damn day. That was great.
I want to see tears. I gave you tears. Give me tears.
Gonna cheer?
You made my dream come true. You guys are a part of a dream that came true, and I'll never, ever forget. I can't believe it. Thank every single one of you. Holy shit. 14 days. We made a movie in 14 days, and we made decisions, and we did it so fast and beautifully. Thank you.
To our fearless leader, Josh.
Josh. Love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah! Ah, the sweet sounds of picture wrap. Everyone hugs it out. It's a huge accomplishment. The work is done, aside from all the work that's ahead.
And of course, getting it in the can brought its own set of issues. Underfunded issues.
Next time, we head into the real crucible, where films are made or broken. Post.
All right, well, here we go. This is Donnie Dykowski reporting from the parking lot of Cucina in Woodstock, where I am about to enter the rap party for Scare Me. It's Friday night. It's a brisk 25 degrees outside. And this place looks like an old Victorian mansion. Oh, look at this. Thank you. Hello, hello. Hey guys. What's doing?